I am Jérôme Giacomoni, co-founder of Aerophile with Mathieu Gobi, and I am going to tell you all about Paris in balloons. September 19th, 1783, the Montgolfier brothers were invited by the king to give the first public demonstration of their invention at Versailles. Taking off in front of 130,000 people, the balloon filled with hot air lifted up the first 3 passengers in history. On November 21st, François Pilatre de Rosier and the Marquis d'Arlandes took off from the Château de la Muette and landed at the Butte aux Cailles. They were the first men to fly. Benjamin Franklin, the first US ambassador, witnesses the takeoff. He said, "Someone asked me, what is the use of a balloon?" I replied, "What is the use of a newborn baby?" On December 1st, the physicist Charles and the engineer Robert took off in front of 300,000 people in the Tuileries Garden, on the exact site of the Olympic cauldron. It was the first gas balloon in history, rising to an altitude of 3,000 meters. A century later, on October 7th, 1870, surrounded by the Prussians, Gambetta escaped in a balloon to organize the defense of Paris and proclaim the Republic. For the 1878 World Exhibition, Henri Giffard built a gigantic 25,000 cubic meter balloon, 4 times bigger than the Generali balloon, to carry up to 50 passengers at an altitude of 500 meters. In 100 days, he would fly 35,000 people in the Tuileries Garden. A newspaper of the time wrote, "The great balloon, who hasn't heard of it? From every part of Paris you can see it. In the middle of a street, above a roof, from the Bastille to the Arc de Triomphe. Everywhere the Colossus appears. It's a familiar phenomenon. A Colossus is always popular." After the huge success of Henri Giffard's balloon, captive balloons flourished in Paris. In 1889, the Trocadero balloon carried 19,194 passengers, including 3,571 women. The one of Boulevard de Grenelle also opened in 1889, followed by the one of the Champ de Mars in 1895. And there were as many as 6 desert balloons in Paris for the 1900 World Exhibition. One on the Boulevard d'Essex in the 15th district, one at École Militaire, at Jardin d'Acclimatation, at Porte Maillot, and in the Bois de Vincennes. In 1994, after a century of absence, Jérôme Giacomoni and Mathieu Gobi reinvented the great tethered balloon in Castle of Chantilly. In 1999, for the arrival of the millennium, thanks to Yves Morosi, the tethered balloon returned to the Parc André Citroën in Paris. 2010 generally enabled Jean-Louis Etienne to carry out scientific experiments over the North Pole. The objective is to highlight global warming and ice melting. The Generali Arctic Observer is a huge success and a world first. 2013, Generali became the new partner of the Ballon Paris and enabled the balloon to become a flying laboratory, measuring air pollutants such as particulate matter, ozone, and pollens. 120 tethered balloons have been installed in 40 countries: Berlin, Orlando, Anchor Temples, San Diego, Los Angeles. 26 July 2024. The cauldron balloon carries the Olympic flame to the Tuileries in front of 1.5 billion people. 2025. The Generali balloon will also become a watchdog against global warming, thanks to Copernicus and the ICOS program. The Paris Generali balloon has carried 1.5 million passengers since 1999, and the adventure is going on.